this Madness Monday. You already know we're right here at work. Decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what's the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve. You heard me. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Monday. You already know, as always, we're right here at work. We feeling tired. We lazy today. We feeling under the weather. But the grind don't stop. Because, the bills don't stop. Let me just set this up real quick. All right, there we go. Yeah, we good. Oh, what's cracking, little Rich? What you doing, my boy? And make sure you guys have to. I'm gonna be dropping a video, reacting to this one channel who did a video about is the CIA involved with the creation of gangs? By this one channel, and I think it's a good video. He mentioned a few stuff that I want to, touch on. It's a really good video. What's cracking like it, my boy? Oh, Angel's definitely up in the building. What's cracking? What you guys getting yourselves into on this Monday? Oh, it's cold out there? Shit, I bet, huh? Oh, that snow? Fuck. Shit's no joke. And the NFL players were out there playing in that snow. That's just crazy. The ones in the Philly game, Philly and Rams. Imagine being out there in the fucking snow and tackling each other. Fucking. Hey, but that's why they get paid all those millions, no? It comes with the territory. Staying warm, planning the next moves. That's right, my boy. It's a game of chess. Hey, at least you're planning the moves. There's people out there that just make moves, that they don't really think them through, and then it just, it turns into a disaster. I'm glad we're off today. I don't have college tomorrow either. All right. That's cool. Because of the weather? Well, I know today because of Martin Luther King, no? Oh, what's cracking like in Sal? Bro Shaw's up in the house. All right, so you guys experience when there's like snowed in, right? When the weather's too like crazy for people to fucking, be going out and about. I be seeing videos like that. There's fucking cars that try to brake and they can, and they're just like sliding through the road. Like, fuck. No joke. I don't have class tomorrow, but college is still on session. I'm just glad I don't have class. I'm lucky to one of those. I have class tomorrow. Oh, I feel you. Where's the homie Ronnie at? Doing his thing, my boy. He's probably getting another video ready to go. You already know, homies, the grind don't stop. I found my name on the wall out here. No two people have the same writing, right? Like, no two people have the exact same writing, right? But there's people that could, they could like forge your signature. It won't be like exactly like yours, right? But I mean, if people just glance at it, right? Just take a really quick look. They wouldn't probably be able to tell the difference, right? Until you like really home in on it. Because there's some people that are good, It's paying attention to the details, which most people don't. Sad to say. But in the details is where you'll find your answers. The only Castle College when it's snowing could be, damn, 50 degrees. Fuck. Like today, but it was still. Damn, that is cold, homie. I know how cold that is because I work in a cooler, so I know what you mean. What you eat today? Rice and tacos dorados. Ah, ya sabes. That my hyena packed for me. A mí sí me aman. Nah. Today is graffiti. Today the graffiti video. Órale, a graffiti video? Like pieces and bombs and all that? Like the art? What are your thoughts on Trump finally becoming president today? How do you expect the next 4 years to go? I expect him to go rocky, right? I expect a whole lot of bullshit. I expect a whole lot of allegations and misconduct and a lot of name calling, a lot of back and forth, a lot of shit not getting done, a lot of people and stepping down and other people stepping up and and a whole lot of bullshit politics, right? Like, oh, the president's doing this from the left and the right saying, oh, the left is blah, 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 blah. I expect it to go exactly how it went the first time. Probably even worse now because these people are upset, right? So, I mean, they claim that they don't let their emotions get to them, that it's all about being fair and it's all about the people, but they don't like him. The fact that he's there again, they're just going to try to make it as hard as possible for him just because they just don't like him, right? Instead of being like, well, bro, like, you never know. Maybe he changed. Maybe he could do better. But no, these people are like, nah, fuck that. You can tell, bro. And it's just like, they're biased, bro. Like, they claim to not be biased. Well, not that they claim, but they have to not be biased. But they are. Human emotions, no? Gets the best of them. Like if I would be fair. Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to give that vato a fair chance. You know what I mean? Even though I know how this vato gets down, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Because you have to, because you truly don't know for sure if, he's going to be the same or whatever the fuck, right? I mean, you can assume, but assumptions are not facts, right? So you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But when you choose not to and then claim that you're being unbiased, I mean, kind of stupid, no? Orale, that's cool, that's cool. No, some of the shit is nice, bro. Some of the, some vatos get down, homie, Some fools have really good writing. I had some homies that used to get down, bro. Shit, they had sick-ass skills. They were really good artists. Too bad that they didn't focus on that. What up, Shadow Low? What's cracking like Mr. Pasa's definitely up in the casa for the raza. Trump's now in office. Serio? Are you ever going to try Indian food one day? Yeah, Simone. I mean, if there's a place that I know around here that sells it, I would go ahead and give that shit a try, right? But I don't know of any places down here that have Indian food, to be honest with you. The one that Ronnie's doing. Oh, right, he's doing graffiti one? Oh, shit, I didn't even know. Damn, hey, well, that's good. I'm telling you, Ronnie, he really is out there, bro. So I know he captures a lot of good stuff, a lot of the good, art out there, because that vato does be, up and down, I saw the discussion on the internet earlier today, but it was worth asking. Is tagging more dangerous than gang banging? What's your view? Is tagging more dangerous than gang banging? No. With gang banging, you have to worry about individuals that are actually looking to come for your headpiece. While taggers, they don't have to worry about that. Don't get me wrong. Could it happen to them? Yes, but see, very few taggers are actually dumb, right? Like, okay, for example, the tagger's goal is not the same as a gangster's goal, right? So taggers normally taggers don't hit up on like little residential streets, like pretty much where the gangs are. You get me? Like where the projects, the ghettos. Normally taggers don't hit up in those areas because the tagger's goal is the art and to and for everyone to see it, right? So exposure's their goal. So they tend to hit up on the main boulevards, the freeways, on top of buildings, places where you won't find gang members. Because gang members, you'll find them in the little streets. You know what I mean? Inside the hoods. While taggers tend to hit up, outside in the in the main, strips where people can see it, right? So now chances of you getting arrested, like dangerous in that sense, yeah, right, or you falling and hurting yourself, yeah, right. But like let's say somebody coming and trying to take your life like that, That's why whenever there's conflict between taggers and homies, it's always when the taggers decide to hit up in the homies' neighborhoods, because trust me, a neighborhood does not want nobody hitting up in their barrio, bro. Nobody. Not other gangs, not other people. Nobody gets to hit up in our neighborhood but us. That's it. Nobody else can write on there. If they write, they are going to get crossed out, and if we find them, they're going to get beat up. That's just the way it works. Nobody can hit up in this area unless, like, you know, somebody that from a different hood and you guys are, you know, homies and the homies know him and you guys are out there riding together. Like, that is acceptable, right? But, like, let's say, you know, individuals just on their own and they just decide to ride. Like, nah, there's going to be issues, bro. There's going to be issues. It is going to get crossed out. Even if they don't beef with that neighborhood, like, what the fuck are these fools doing riding right here? You know? Because it's just like, it's unacceptable. And yes, I know that they don't really own the territory and it's not, it doesn't belong to. Yes, I know that, but I mean from the sense of how they work. That's how it works, all right? I get the whole, you know, it doesn't belong and stuff like that. I'm just saying how they work. Trump saved TikTok. Did he? Pinche trompas. He's already starting out bad. Oh, my baby's definitely in here. Love you, baby. Trump says he wants to get rid of all gangs in America and make gangs free. Well, good luck. I mean, that's a good strategy. That's a good plan. I can't blame the individual for wanting that, right? But to say that could actually happen, yeah, well, good luck with that. People haven't been able to get rid of gangs since, you know, we've been on this damn planet. You know, you always had people out there, you know, committing criminal activities. The reason I say that is because people refuse to learn. At work right now, it's a shit show. Damn, seriously, sorry to hear that, bro. Why? What's going on? Nothing but crybabies crying about TikTok. Like, if it's that serious, huh? Like, bro, like, so they're gonna get rid of one app. Like, who cares? It's not the end of the world. They acting like if they're trying to remove water or food. It's a fucking app, bro. I'm pretty sure there'll be another one that starts popping. Shit, it's only a matter of time before TikTok gets old and you're gonna hear people using some other new type shit. Like, I don't know. Never seems to fail though. I remember having books for my graffiti to practice it. Yeah, the peace books. You know, the black books, you know, with the white, you know, sheet of paper, right? And you used to get like the best artists to hit up on it, right? You know, like I said, I had some tagger homies and they would show me their peace books, right? And they had like the best artists from like different crews, right? Like only the cream of the crop got to hit up on the book, right? I have one of those books. I have one of those books at my house, you know, but it's hit up with all the homies that I know from different neighborhoods, right? That I interact with, that are my camaradas, right? And you know, they hit up right there, right? It's an old book already. It's already like all ripped and everything because it's old, but I still have it. I showed it on one of my lives, as a matter of fact. Serio, get down. Get down, Martina. That's right. Why don't you eat like seafood? Like a sketchbook? Yeah, kind of like a sketchbook. You know, it has a black, you know, the black, you know, cover, and then it's just white paper. Yeah, old school. I saw a tagger from Reddit claiming tagging is more dangerous than gangbanging. Well, if he's a tagger, then that's probably why he says it. But you can't really say that if you've never been a gangbanger. Then, you know what I mean? There's a reason why taggers don't join gangs, because they're like, fuck that. We're not trying to take it there. You know, like that's too crazy for them. Like they're not trying to do all that. You know what I mean? Like they're not trying to hurt nobody. They're just trying to do like art. Like their goal when they're out there is like they like to write and you know, it's art, bro. The goal of a tagger is different from the gangbanger. Like the gangbanger doesn't give a fuck about how the writing looks. You know what I mean? They're not there to wow everybody with how nice it looks. the job is just to hit up and let the enemies know that you went there, or to, let people know that you guys are around and this is, what it is, right? But they don't give a fuck about how it looks as long as it's up. Now, a tagger is different. Taggers care about how their shit looks, bro. They use color, because in their world, ugly ass writing is considered toy. It's considered trash. It's you're gonna get clowned on. Like you're gonna get humiliated with your nasty ass writing. You gotta have nice writing. In their world, that's what matters. How well you can get up, how many times you can get up, and how nice it looks. Like damn, that's got down. Look at that. You know what I mean? In their world, that's what matters. The art of shit. They're not looking to hurt nobody or to be shooting at people or sell drugs. You know what I mean? They're not looking to do none of that kind of shit. They're just looking to get their name out there. See, gangsters don't give a fuck about the art and nothing like that there, bro. They're there to terrorize. You get what I'm saying? So it's just two different. Like I said, it may seem similar, right? Because a group of individuals still consider doing illegal stuff because, it's still vandalism, right? So it's still illegal, right? But they're not looking to clash with other groups or, shoot at people or nothing to that nature. That's the reason they don't join gangs. Like, what? Nah, bro, I'm not, I'm not down like that. Like, I'm not willing to do none of that kind of stuff. That's the reason why they just stay as taggers. Don't get me wrong. It's not that they're bitches or pussies, or it's just that they're not willing to just sacrifice their whole existence like that, bro. They're just looking to have a good time and live for the thrill. They're not really trying to, be hurting people and all that shit, right? It's like taggers are like misunderstood, but they still come from a solid home enough that they know not to drift down so far to that kind of world, right? There's still, enough love to keep them, seesawing. My close homie was a tagger. He gets down at his skills. Yeah, there's a lot of individuals that are really good. There are tagging crews that beef it almost everyone, including other crews and gangs. There is there is crews like that, but those are the ones that are looking to make a name for themselves. Those are the ones that are looking to climb up the ranks. Those are what they consider tag bangers, which is different, right? Tagging crews is different from tag bangers, Tag banging crews, that's the reason why they don't hit up K or C, K or C meaning crew. They hit up LS, locals, saying that they're not a gang, but they're not a crew. They're like they're trying to become a gang, they're trying to earn their stripes. But most of them end up becoming, cliques of barrios or end up getting into neighborhoods, you know what I mean? Either way, but yeah. But those are considered tag bangers. It's not the same as a crew because, they don't consider themselves like taggers. Well, taggers don't consider themselves gangsters. Different styles too, you know what I mean? Like taggers look a little bit more like rocker skater-ish, right? Tag bangers look more like, cholos or whatever. Well, I seen black gangs claim they don't care about taggers and more Chicanos that try to beef it with taggers. See, the thing why Chicanos care more about that kind of stuff is that Raza's very territorial, bro. Like, the reason they care about that is that if the taggers are hitting up in their neighborhoods, they don't like it, bro. Like I said, they don't like no one riding in their neighborhood. You know what I mean? They're very, very strict on that, bro. Like, so if you hit up in somebody's neighborhood, there's gonna be issues, bro. Right off the bat, there's gonna be issues. They're not gonna like it. They're not gonna like it. Even if you guys don't beef it or they don't know you, the fact that you are hitting up in their area, they're just gonna have a problem with that, bro. They're not gonna let it slide. They're not gonna be cool with you. They're gonna have an issue. Like, bro, and be like, hey, this is my water. Why the fuck you hitting up in my neighborhood for, fool? We had made motherfuckers when we caught them cross themselves out, bro. Beat them up after. We have done that a lot, bro, a lot. You know what I mean? We didn't give a fuck who they were. We weren't trying to hear their explanations. We didn't want to hear their explanations. We didn't even let them give their explanations. Yes, taggers and tag bangers that are just not like vitals without the. Yeah, they're like like they do everything that a gang does, kind of, right? Except the fact that they really don't have territory. Like some do, very rare though. It's very rare, right? But they mostly don't have a territory, right? Like they don't really have a spot that's theirs, right? They kind of just like wherever they kick it at, they just represent, right? But they don't really have a set location, right? Um, but other than that, they move just like a neighborhood does, you know. And if they have enough homies that are solid like that, right, and stick to that point, they end up climbing up that ladder and making a name for themselves and becoming a gang. Stop claiming Atlanta when you live 30 minutes away from. Oh, okay, that's some battles. Remember the scene in Colors where the mom said, "You're trying to stop these boys out here?" Then she walked off laughing. Yeah, and it's funny because if you notice all the writing in the movies like Colors and all these gangster movies, right? Like when they show all the graffiti, it's always tagger graffiti. It's never actual gang graffiti. Like, why are they trying to pass off all that tagger shit for like gang stuff? Strange. It's like, I'm just chilling at home right now. Today is crazy. Orale, all right. Have you ever listened to a rapper from? No, actually, I haven't. Tagger put down letters. Yeah, they get down. They get down, bro. They're pieces, they're non-stops, they're bombs, they're throw-ups, they're, add colors, add fucking drawings. They make that shit look like art, like what you would consider to be art. Like, damn, that's just clean, homie. Say some of that shit even be complex, but you gotta look for the letters up in that bitch. Like, man, what the fuck? Okay, I see the letter right here. They take pride in that. That's where their pride is in. A lot of tag bangers are tag. A lot of tag bangers are tag bangers because they got pressed by hood at some point. Well, yeah, maybe. I really don't know the reason for it, right? But why that happens, right? But yeah, I could see them like maybe them trying to stand up for themselves, not let themselves, and then they kind of just start to evolve and turn into becoming that way. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, they end up just becoming a clique or getting into a established hood as it is, anyways. Because they realize how difficult that fucking climb is. It's not easy. It's not easy. You ever had homies still participating in tagging activities aside of personal life and whatever they got going on? Yeah, Simon. I know a lot of people like that. A gang of them. I trip out that. Oh, trip out that. Oh, cause they write 1, 3. Yeah, I don't know about the C part, right? I don't know exactly how that works, right? I do realize that sometimes you have a split between. Look, because sometimes you have, you have crews, right? And certain members from that crew that were day oneers, right, wanna achieve, the gang title, right? But then you have the same individuals from that crew that were like the originals, right? Who want to keep it as just like, nah, we're just keeping it crew, right? And both both sides are respectable, people from that crew or gang, whatever, right? So then you get a split, right, where it becomes two different things, right? Like these individuals that are down with it becoming a gang, they kind of, going off and do the gang and make it a gang, right? And then these individuals that have pride in their crew that they started and maintain it as a crew. So it literally becomes two different things. You feel me? And one of the perfect examples that I talked about is like KWS, right? Like it's an actual gang and then it's a clique from 18, and they don't get along. That KWS and this KWS don't get along, right? Because they're like, nah, fuck that. We're the original. Now you gotta come this way. And then no, you gotta come this way. And it became, used to be homies, now became enemies. And they're not the only one that shit has happened to. There's several other ones, right? And you just have individuals that are just, you have a different opinion. And since crews technically don't have anybody that's the the actual spokesman, right, is kind of like just like it's a vote thing, right? So whoever decides to go that way goes that way. Whoever decides to stay stays. It's actually, it's a trip. Are your homies you grew up with also working like you? Do you guys got a job? Yeah, they work. Simon, they got kids too. Yeah, all my homies work. Well, not all of them. Not all of them. There's some that don't work. Like the young ones don't work, but they go to school. And yeah, there's some that just don't do nothing with themselves. Any of your homies' kids who are already in gangs? No, I don't know none of my homies' kids that are in gangs. Nah, I can't think of not one homie whose kids belong to a neighborhood. Do you use DoorDash, Uber Eats, or would you ever use it? Nah, I see that as like, why? I could just go get it myself. I tried with the Jack. It's a good song. Orale, all right. Remember the I fuck with those I used to use those quick hitters. Orale, all right. Gang related graffiti is different, or in taggers graffiti. Did your Vario 18 used to get along? No, no, no. We don't at all, at all. I grew up, having a very, very dislike for them. Very, very, very dislike. You know, I had, very a lot of clashes with them. Like it's crazy. Would you consider youngsters of your hood your homies or would you feel disconnected? No, they're still my homies. They're my homies nonetheless, right? But yes, there's a disconnection though. It's not the same. It's not the same, right? I mean, the talk is very small talk, right? They normally hang out with each other. Like you normally hang out around with age groups, right? Like yes, once in a while you guys get together and stuff like that. The conversations don't go so deep because of the age difference, the age gap difference, right? But normally young homies tend to hang out with young homies, and older OGs hang out with OGs, and then you have the mid 20 to 30-year-old guys hanging around with the mid 20 to 30-year-old guys. I mean, you guys are all from the same hood, and once in a you get together and shit like that, and they're still homies. Like, nonetheless, if they need backup or help, you're gonna be there for your homies, right? But to say like you guys hang out like every day and that's your partners and you guys are cool like that, like nah, like I have even said, you're not even gonna get along with all your homies either, right? Like, not all the homies are gonna get along with each other and stuff like that. That's just how human interaction goes. Like, there's some people that you meet that you're cool with. There's some people that you're not too fond of, right? It's kind of like even with families, right? There's some cousins that you're close with, and there's some other cousins that you really don't talk to, right? But if you see them, you're like, hey, what's up, and very small talk, but you know what I mean? But you don't have a bond with that, but nonetheless, they're still a part of your family. So I would kind of say it's like that. It works like that, right? Like some of your family members that you're close with, but then there's other family members that you probably don't even know of, right? But you guys are still from the same family, same bloodline. So I would say it works like that. Do you know everybody from? Or, my daughter's big, but I know everybody. But like I said, it's because it's all I know. My dad, my uncles, everybody's from my neighborhood. So, and like I said, they all lived in the same household, in one household, right? All my uncles, my mom, right, and everybody stayed in the same house. So 12 family members living in the same house from the same neighborhood. So you had everybody coming and kicking it at my house. So I grew up with these individuals, every birthday party they were there, baptisms, everything, they were the homies. Like, so I know all of them, right, from the oldest to the youngest. But because, like I said, it's all I ever knew, right? Like, even when people were like, hey, you still kick it with them, you still hang out, like, grow up already. And it's like, bro, they're my fucking family, homie. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're literally my family, homie. What are you, like, you goofball? Like I said, it's just. And, I hadn't even talked about this, that they didn't even want me to be from the neighborhood, but I still chose to, even though they were disappointed and made it difficult. Nonetheless, I was determined. And I didn't want to take none of their nicknames or none of their cliques or nothing like that, because I wanted to be my own individual. I didn't want people to say that, oh, because of your family. You you get what I'm saying? I wanted to build my own reputation for my own self. So yeah, everybody from my neighborhood knows me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.